Alright, we're back with another game of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. God. I got some hot tea with me. Try not to burn my mouth while playing this. Anyways, let's just jump right in. Oh, hello again. You know me, don't you? We've met before. Oh, wait, no, Iris. That's not what I want. That's weird. Why is she talking like that? Yes. We'll load. There you go. We're gonna start level 2. There you go. Level 2. Combo Breaker. Oh boy, another episode. Oh no, Punchy.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Punchy78 here with Fight Shack News. All the fighting that's fit to post. Big happenings in the scene today as P2W endures humiliation at the hands of a small team from a local laundromat.
What does it say? Here comes a new challenger. Bruh. Local underdog team, laundry, and pizza shaking up the scene. Fresh face in esports. I just think it's neat.
In the upset of the century, this previously unknown team of locals utterly trounced Team P2W's Coda, who was fired on the spot. Are P2W really as strong as we believed? Are they starting to show weakness? Are they no longer favored to win the Pro Tour? Will this little incident become the start of something bigger? Who knows? Personally, I can't wait to see what this new team can do. For more on this developing story, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and rate Fight Shack 5 stars. This is only the beginning, folks.
It's only the beginning. It is the distant future year 20XX, and I'm no longer an aspiring game champion. I'm an aspiring game champion and a team manager. That's one more set of shoes that I'd originally intended to fill, if we're being honest. I would have been perfectly content to blend in with an existing team as just another player, but if this is what it takes, so be it. The good news is that I'm not flying solo as Supreme Overlord in this team. Everybody has opinions to contribute. The bad news is everybody has opinions, and I'm quickly discovering that balancing those out is getting tricky. This morning, my job is simple. Completely redesign the team's profile on discomfort.fizz and select a sponsor for our Pro Tour ambitions. All while keeping as many of my teammates as happy as possible. Simple, right? Okay. Let's get to work. Damn. Oh god, are we doing another character creation again? But just with our team. Hello, Miss Manager. Oh boy. I also figured out how to run a virtualization of Iris app on my home computer. PC geeks get things done. Represent. Okay. Just call me Nomura, Iris. Okay, hello Nomura. I finished complying all inputs regarding your team profile and sponsorship opportunities, cross-referencing it with your friends and their own requests. Shall we start with the profile? Every good team needs a good team name. I don't know, Good Clean Fun could work nicely for that. True, but Team GCF was always a working title, and your friends have sent me ideas for better names and acronyms. But these are only suggestions. If you want, you can make a name and acronym yourself. Hi Duck, digital pretty woman? Yes. And men. Okay, let's see them. Team the best team. That's Zapper's idea. Magnificent 7, Loxley idea. Shoot You Forward, Grace's idea. Next Fiasco, Domino's idea. The Pit Crew, Chink's idea. Exemplar, Rhapsody's idea. None of these are your own team. I've already got the perfect idea. Yeah, no. It's gonna be Team Tokicade. Team Tokicade. Which is the name of the... What's the acronym? For flag teaming. Tokicade was the arcade that we used for the previous one. We'll just say Team Toki. T K TKC. We'll just be called TKI Team TKI. Maybe TKD. Yeah, Tookicade. Yeah, that seems about right. Tookicade, TKD, is that right? You haven't been here in a long time. Yeah, it's been a while. How have I been? I've been alright. Doing pretty well. How are you? Just, you know, working and then streaming. Just streaming a lot more like dating sims though. Story-based games. That works, yeah. Let me make sure I've got the grammar right. Which of these sounds correct to me? Tookicade is awesome and gets the job done. Tookicade are awesome and get the job done. Yeah, it is awesome. Okay, your team name and acronym are now registered with Discomfort.Fizz. I've also emailed everyone to let them know of the change. Next, it's time to pick a sponsor. Beating Team Play to Win made my job simple. You had sponsors lining up to talk to you. If you can keep that hot streak going, this will be easy peasy lemon squeezy. I've organized dossiers for you including the sponsor's original pitch and any comments from your friends about the offer. Wow, thanks Iris. Here I was thinking that being a manager would be difficult and stuff.
Thank you.
I was originally made to be a virtual assistant to high-powered business executives. This sort of thing is child's play to me. Now, let's take a look at the offers. You have 3 of them to consider. Oh boy, oh my god, it's like our mom. Crimson Tiger represent. Good day, Miss Switch. I represent Crimson Tiger Energy Drink, the premier beverage choice for the 13 to 23-year-old gamer demographic. We're always on the lookout for promising young teams, and yours shows a great deal of promise. We'd like to sponsor your entry in the Pro Tour. Huh. You'll find our team salary package more than generous, allowing you to focus entirely on team training and practice without day jobs to worry about. In return, we'd like you to wear our red branding colors and be seen drinking our product, a simple request we feel. With over 20 years of experience in this field, I assure you that you'll find no finer a partner than Crimson Tiger.
Don't know about that.
Hey Iris, forward me the CT offer. I guess they're a proven brand, but do we really want to be sponsored by the guys who sponsors everyone already? Oh, that's true here. Sung Ginwoo. No, his guy's name is Domino. Plus, their energy drink tastes like warm battery acid. No way in hell am I slipping that stuff down.
You've gotta be kidding.
I've never been a fan of that blatant macho and in-your-face attitude of Crimson Tiger, especially not when that's still a huge problem in this scene. Also, have you seen their clothing design? It's better suited for a gaming chair than an actual human body. I refuse to wear anything that's obnoxious. So, they can offer us all the money we need to make this happen, but I need to wear their colors, chug energy drinks, and annoy Domino and Rhapsody. Doing business means accepting trade-offs. No more, maybe the next 2 offers will be more to your liking. Okay, Blade Joysticks PR. Hey, glad to see you showing up, Team PTW. We need fresh blood in the scene to keep it from stagnating, and you are fresh. Blade Joysticks make our professional grade fighting game joysticks. Wants to sponsor your team all the way to the top. Our team salaries can't compete with the top draws, I'll admit that, but you can get all the free hardware and controllers you'll ever need. That's not bad. Sign with us and we'll make sure you are all kitted out. Sounds good? Let me know.
I don't think that's a good idea.
They mean well, but the reason Beyblade can't offer a lot of money is because they're probably going out of business in a few years. Blade controllers are the player 2 sticks you let your cousin use before you don't want them wrecking your good joystick.
Not down for that.
Plus, I literally can't use their joysticks. They're too stiff. It hurts my wrist. If you want to trade your keyboard for a blade, feel free, but personally, I won't be using their gear. Sorry. Piles and piles of free gear would save us some money, but if Grace and Jinx both don't like Blade, and I can't say I like the idea of ditching good old beige the 101 keyboard for a joystick, just to keep them happy. You could have everyone else on the team other than Jinx use blades if you want to keep your competitive keyboard edge. There are options. Also, there's one more candidate to consider, and if I may lend my own biased view, I think they're exactly what we need. Pizza Yums marketing? Oh god. Good to talk to you. We here in the Pizza Yums family have been following your story closely. Everybody loves an underdog. We love to sponsor you. We've got experience helping people build their brand and can really get you to the next level. We can't offer as much money as more of an esports focused company, but we also don't have any demands in return. We just want to help you soar. It would help if you were a bit more family friendly though. Let's talk. Just drop me a line and we'll arrange to pay entrance fees to tournaments for you. Nothing else.
No f***ing way.
Family friendly? Seriously, frick that. I make no apologies for who I am, or what I want to say. Plus, pizza bagels taste like school glue on cardboard. Hey, that's mean.
I must protest.
Pizza Yums is run by a capitalist thug who's lined their pockets by pushing processed garbage food of highly dubious nutritional value. In addition, they sponsored many an event at Deco's Palace. Excuse me, the Palace. The pinnacle of an anti-arcade, I say nay. Dang it. So no matter who I pick, I upset someone, seriously? It seems that way, sorry, but these are the tough decisions you need to make when you're in a position of leadership. They'll accept your decision no matter what, but you may lose standing with two of them, depending on what you decide. I guess crowdfunding isn't an option? Not for the amount of money we'll need to travel and tournament expenses. Even the cheapest of the offers will get us more than a GoFundMe would. Right, decision time then. Let's see. Crimson Tiger energy drink for bottomless money and endorsement. Domino and Rhapsody won't like it. Blade joysticks for decent money and free gaming hardware. Grace and Jinx won't like it. Pizza Yums for okay money and a few restrictions. Zapper and Loxley won't like it. Man, this is hard. That statue is a smash? No, Emo, we don't smash the statues. And no, Duck, that's not Squirrel Girl. That's Squirrel Girl's cousin. Oh, God. Right now I don't really care for Zapper and Loxley. But at the same time, I feel like we're not very... Well, I guess the others are kind of family friendly, but us not really. Let me save it right now, actually. Yes. Yeah, we'll do Pizza Yums. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. And we can have just enough resources to make this happen if we go with Pizza Yums.
Meh.
Meh, fine, whatevs. I'm not toning myself down, but at least we don't have to drink battery acid or play with junky joysticks. I'm not pleased, but I've sworn my sword to your service. I will hold my oath without complaint. Although I rather hope they don't look too deeply at what, or rather who, is in your pocket.
Sounds good.
And that's all the managerial decisions you need to make today. I let out a long exhale, leaning back in my chair. This is more stressful than I thought I'd be. But you're doing so well, and you'll only get better at it in time. With me in your pocket, figuratively and literally, there's no way you can lose. I mean, you can still lose your FOD2 matches, but still. I have a lot of functionality you haven't even tapped yet, you know? If you want me to, I can get you leverage to negotiate for more from your sponsor. Leverage as in, blackmail? You'd be surprised how many embarrassing details are perfectly public if you know how to search for them. What do you say? Let's over... wait. It will overwrite this one. Iris, no federal crimes. Meridian, hot water just for using your pirate app service. No blackmail. It would help us get ahead of Hunter and stay ahead. I'll consider it a possibility. Not going to lie, if we can squeeze more money out of our sponsor, preferably quietly and without any backlash, it may be worth considering. Yes, exactly, and you can count on me to take care of it quietly. I'm a digital scalpel, not a digital broadsword. Oh boy. If I had a nickel for every time I heard Pizza Bagel, I would have about 3 nickels. In the last game, after every level, Iris would talk about Pizza Bagels. I'm not saying let's go ahead and blackmail people, but theoretically, what sort of information could you find? Just about anything. What would you want me to look for in general? Something embarrassing but safe, like office holiday party photos or fan fiction they wrote. What the fuck? Undercover any crimes of their own. Threaten to make them face justice if they don't play ball. Damn. I think the less I know about what you dig up, the better it'll be for me. Yeah, no, the first one seems like not as harsh, but then the second one is way too harsh. So it'll be best if we don't know. I'm thinking the less I know about this little adventure, the better. If I ask you to blackmail someone, just like take care of it without giving me the details. Plausibly deniably, right? Right. Exactly. I can take care of it quietly for you. Just say the word. Now you should go freshen up. Team practice starts soon. And you still need to catch the subway over to good, clean fun. Onwards, Miss Manager. Nomura! Onwards, Miss Nomura. At least that's over with. All I need to do now is go down to the arcade and kick some virtual ass. I know I can do that at least. No more wrangling strong personalities, no more settling conflicts, just doing what I was born to do. Play games. Right? It's time to go game. I finally have some tea. Ugh. Right. Except, well, matchmaking is taking forever. It has literally been 2 minutes, Sepper. Yeah, I know, forever. How are we supposed to get practice matches in if the servers can't find anybody at our skill level? It's gotta be your elo dragging us down or something. Or yours dragging us up. High-ranked pros aren't always playing this early in the day, you know. Having only a single FOD2 machine in the entire arcade, plus a slow day for online matchmaking, means practice is moving at a snail's pace. On the plus side, while Dom and Zap are busy getting their rounds in, I'm free to wander around and chat with people. Probably for the best. I haven't spent much time getting to know them yet. I should take advantage of this quiet moment. I doubt I can visit everyone before it's my turn at bat, but I can squeeze some socializing in. Who do I want to chat with? I'm sorry, but off-brand Sung Jin-woo here has the face from the Queens Don't Cry meme. Bruh. Okay, so there's Ben and Matt, Rhapsody, Loxley, and then Jinx and Grace. I actually want to talk to Ben and Matt. They're always nice to talk to. Food sounds like a good idea. I might be tangled up in practice session all afternoon, so a heavy sleep as would be advisable.
Good day. A fine day indeed. Your first day as a manager. How exciting. What can we get for you, our delightful high-powered business executive?
Please, just Nomura, and I'll keep it simple today. Just a cheese lover's pizza.
Can't be too cheesy, I always say, even if my bowels occasionally say otherwise.
Is that Philza? No, it's not. Bruh. One piping hot slice of the good stuff slides over to me. I open the box to nosh on it, too eager to go find a table
Wow,
first.
you're full of pep today. I would have thought your first shot at managerial duties would grind you down into a tiny, quivering wad of stressed-out jelly.
What's the guy from Bleach? I know who you're talking about, but you know what? Matt looks actually like Jeff from American Dad. Like, that's pretty much like the color he is wearing too. He has the bucket hat, he's blonde, the green shirt, and then pants. He looks like Jeff. Aged up Shaggy? Oh no. Please don't remind me. I'm trying to avoid liquefying myself. When I was here yesterday, I didn't realize that becoming our team manager was one step on my dream ladder.
Sometimes the ladder to our dreams has missing steps. In that case, it can be difficult to climb by yourself.
Ben's right. No need to burden just yourself, especially when there are people around you who've had some experience at making dreams happen.
Who?
Us. Matt's talking about us.
Indeed, we'd be happy to impart our learned wisdom upon the younger generation. Want some pointers?
Oh boy, pointers from these two? Huh, okay. How do I blow off stress? Primal scream therapy, dumb circle? How should I manage interpersonal conflicts? I want to keep everybody happy. How can I pump him up, really get him ready to take on all challengers? How should I be managing finances and expenses and things to avoid problems? Let's go with this one. We're all friends in Tokacade, but conflicts are going to come up. I can already sense some tension between a few of them. As manager, it's my job to keep everybody happy, right? How can I resolve these conflicts?
Not so sure about that.
Oh, that's a tricky one, especially since, well, you can't actually keep everybody happy. Ideally, yes, happiness is a lovely thing, but more often than not, there has to be compromise. Comfortable middle ground between two clashing points of view, an acceptable solution, if not an ideal one. You're not responsible for an ideal state of perfect happiness. You're responsible for making them as happy as possible. Responsibilities on top of, playing FOD2? This is still a heck of a lot for me.
Indubitably.
Undoubtedly.
You can do it. The thing. We believe in you. But you barely know me. We're excellent judges of character. Indeed, insightful and intelligent. Infallibly so. But we don't predict the future, of course. We simply believe in people to realize their own
You
futures.
never know quite where life will take you. Something Matt and I have experienced firsthand.
Indeed. We started out running a donut shop and bookstore.
Yes, they did. In the first game. You ran both a donut shop and bookstore? How'd you manage to run two businesses at once?
By running one business, we sold books and donuts under one roof.
The whole story. Ah, such halcyon days of literature and sugar.
Okay, so this game does take into the future. Okay. That makes sense now.
Sadly, shifting demographics and the opening of a high-end cafe named La Biblio the Queue du Croissant signaled the end of that venture.
Another sad tale of local business crushed by Big Donut and Big Book.
Not that we let it bring us down. No, we moved right along to our next idea. Pizza, laundry, and video games.
I'm sorry, this was your go-to idea?
Absolutely.
Positively.
My point is, you may never know where you'll end up, but the journey to get there will certainly be interesting.
I am drinking tea, just not lemon jasmine tea. Oh no, the research of Vast led me back into a frickin' Hogaisara rabbit hole. Oh, I got castor ice and her light cone. Yeah. What kind of tea? It's a green tea. I know that. That's all I know.
You weren't expecting to manage an esports team, but look, you're managing an esports team. Isn't that something?
Wear the mark of chaos with pride. Surf the wave. Ride the snake.
That means something entirely different, Matt.
Aww.
Aw. Ben contemplates his next words as their back and forth stream of consciousness finally pause for a brief moment. I mean, be honest, where did you actually see yourself in 10 years' time? To be honest, probably still sitting alone in my dark apartment all day grinding on ladder. I have no idea whatsoever. I could predict it, but no point, right? Hoisting a trophy over my head while millions of fans cheer, I think. Dead in a shocking tuna fish mishap. What the heck? Probably the first one, with how our character's path started. If we're being honest, I'd be right where I was a few days ago, sitting by myself in a dark apartment playing one video game for hours and hours. I used to think that was enough. As long as I kept on winning, it'd be worth it. Now, I don't know. I'm still sorting things out. You're with good people. If anybody can help you sort things out, it's your friends in Tokugade. And us, Ben and me. We can help. Yes, we can help. Come to us anytime you have doubts, and we'll set you right as rain. Thanks, guys. No thanks needed. We live to serve. Now then, next order, please. And that's when I noticed the very long line forming behind me of people waiting for Ben and Matt to get on with it. I mumble an apology, then scamper off to devour my pizza. I'm not sure if Ben and Matt work as the obligatory substitute father figures in the grand narrative of my new life, but at the very least, they make for cool uncles. Domino and Zapper are still playing, so it's off to see someone else. Who's next? We'll go talk to Jinx and Grace. With good, clean fun being a trifecta of greasy food, clean clothes, and a hot arcade action, it's not too surprising to see my arcade friends washing underwear and stuff. Grace is chatting away with Jinx while folding mostly black clothes from the dryer. Jinx, for her part, occasionally glances at her phone while talking. How many socks have you lost to the sock goblins today? A few, but sock goblins aren't real. Then maybe it's Grace? Unlikely. Besides, Grace is helping me get my clothes sorted out. It's to be counterproductive. She does your laundry? Can't exactly carry a giant basket of clothes with these arms. Used to use a wagon tugging along the wheels, but it's less tiring to get some help with stuff like this, and Grace volunteered. Always happy to lend a hand to my BFF, and it's a good opportunity to just chat and relax, you know? Oh, am I interrupting chat and relax times? Nah, it's fine, Something grabs Jinx's attention, her eyes flickering down to her phone while Grace continues folding black t-shirts. Grace, that car you were talking about, the Asimov? Yes? And Jinx turns her phone around and shows the news headlines. Self-driving car kills driver in accident. Yikes. Alarm. Grace nearly dropped the shirt she was folding.
Oh no.
Says here that it was swerving to avoid someone who screwed up and drifted out of their lane. Someone would have died either way. Still, not great for Asimov.
Aw.
That's really disappointing, even beyond my condolences for the poor man behind the wheel. A lot of us in the AI development community were really pulling for the Asimov. It could have solved a lot of our infrastructure and transportation problems. Maybe they can fix the bug and the negative PR won't squish the project entirely.
Not sure about that.
Doubtful. Problem is people. Any crappy human drivers on the road introduce X factors that an Asimov can't always solve for.
Ugh.
Sometimes I think people can't be trusted with cars. We're too reckless and too inattentive for these high-speed metal bricks. Damn, I mean, she's not wrong. Yuri, show me the Yuri. There's a chance, but who knows? You're a professional virtual racer. Can't driving skills simply be taught? Well, driving online is different from driving in person. Yeah, that's why I don't own a car. It'd be unsafe at any speed. Me. I actually don't own a car myself, so I don't drive. I'm too scared to drive. I'm guessing any AI would have difficulty solving the old trolley problem. Yeah, no, these two answers kind of suck. So, if the car swerves, someone dies. If the car didn't swerve, someone dies. Sounds to me like an ethics problem. Probably not in the wheelhouse of an AI to have a definitive solution to one of the classic philosophical conundrums, right?
I'd agree to that.
I'd agree, but it was a human driver accidentally drifting into the lane that caused the accident, not Asimov. Blaming the AI for some loser's mistake, no personal responsibility has to hold fast. Sometimes I think if every car was run by code, it all flows smoothly, optimally, safely. But, excuse me, even if America will never give up driving. Yeah, that's unlikely. Even aside from one's independent spirit and freedom of movement, people don't trust AI yet.
That's unfortunate.
And sadly, this incident won't help Asimov's chances at acceptance in the mainstream. Maybe Iris should drive cars instead. She seems compassionate enough to make the right decision. Ooh, that is something. There's no reason to give up. The industry just has to keep pushing forward despite the haters. Maybe it's for the best. One day we'll be ready for self-driving cars, though. I feel like Iris, yeah. That's about... Then Iris doesn't understand things properly still, so... There's no reason to give up. Hey, don't let this get you down. Every technology faces setbacks. If they keep pushing forward, they'll get there one day. The public is still thinking killer robots from the future, but that'll pass, especially if we don't give up. Exactly, we need to keep trying, learn from our mistakes, and move ahead. I just hope that this doesn't result in defunding the Asimov project. The intersection of progress and capitalism can be weird. I love science. Not in that goofy, oh my god, science rules way you see on Facewall or Twitter. I'm a firm believer in both the human spirit and ability to improve upon the human condition through science.
That's wonderful.
Robotics, biohacking, space exploration, everything. There's a bright future ahead of us if we're willing to put up old attitudes aside and reach for it. With the last of the laundry folded, Grace packs the clothes up in a plastic laundry basket. I'm feeling better now, and I'm sure Asimov will bounce back from this. Good to hear, good to hear.
Later.
Excuse us, Grace and I gotta drag this stuff back to my place. Okay, but come back in time for team practice. I'm sure the FOD2 machine will be available soon. Well, won't be gone long. I literally live 3 floors up in the apartments over GCF. Oh hey, that's handy. Definitely. Domino and Zephyr are still playing, so it's off to see someone else. Who's next? I guess we'll go talk to Rhapsody. Rhapsody, bitch. Rhapsody, bitch. I find Rhapsody in the far back booth in the pizzeria. They're fiddling with their phone. I wandered my way back to where they're sitting, and upon arrival I notice a whole mess of papers and drawings strewn across the table's surface. Are you trying to solve a murder mystery or put together the pieces of a conspiracy theory? Rhapsody smiles widely and looks up at me. All I'm missing is the red yarn tying everything together. Exactly, so which is it? Neither. Look for yourself. What do you see? I do as they say, and I actually take a look at the papers, but it's mostly illegible. Rhapsody would be a doctor with that writing, or a child doctor. Well, if your handwriting were better. Hey now, not fair. Okay, so my chicken scratches isn't the most legible, but surely you can see beyond that. I once again peer and see beyond the words. It's complete list of matchups, counters, a tier list, and a whole slew of details including about them. I already know a fair amount of this just from playing, but there are matchups and combo moves on Rhapsody's notes that I haven't really thought about. You are extremely detail-orientated. Thanks for noticing. Now, why don't you stop hovering over me like a creep and join me? I acquiesce and slide into the seat across from Rhapsody, and even before I have a chance to prod them further with questions, they begin answering them. I'm just trying to put down everything I know about FOD2 on paper into something cohesive so I can share it with everyone. We're a team now, a legit one. Everyone will need to be on their best game. Always. Everyone needs to know the why of every action we perform, cause and effect. It's important. We can only learn so much by playing the game, but studying how the game works, exploiting the movesets, seeing which combos overpower others. Rhapsody looks up at me and smiles gently.
That's what I'm talking about.
If we are doing this, we're doing it right. Right? I'm touched. This is no small amount of work to put all of this out there on paper. I'm having a stroke. This will really help us boost us to the next level. Right, it's all or nothing. I appreciate this. Yeah, this will really help us boost. I know not everybody's on board with heavy study, particularly Zapper, but if we're going to make an effort, I agree. Let's make a serious effort. Any amount of new information will help us improve. Agreed. And I know you've got your hands full as manager, so it's the least I could do to help. Rhapsody pauses, elbows resting on the table, and places their head upon their entwined fingers. They gaze directly into my eyes, and I can sense a fire in them. I want to win this. So do I. No, I don't think you understand. I really, really want to win this. So do I. I really, really. Rhapsody chuckles
Sounds
softly.
good to me.
Well, I guess we're one and the same, and we best win or there'll be two of us crying. Not too long ago, Rhapsody didn't even want to play, and now they're dying to win, making flashcards, getting really serious about the whole thing. What changed, honestly? Rhapsody inhales a sharp breath, shocked by the question, but soon relaxes into themselves, seeming to know exactly what I'm referring to. I've never tasted victory, but I've watched plenty of my friends suckle from that treat. What's the phrase? Always the bridesmaid? Ha! Rhapsody considers how to phrase things before speaking. I've always had a talent for puzzle solving. There's a certain excitement, a feeling you can't quite put into words, in working through a puzzle, isn't there? Your brain sees all the different paths, the option before you, then weighs them all out separately. If there's more than one way for success, one has to determine which is the best way. That's not even including outside factors. And when you solve that puzzle, it's like a reward just for yourself. You don't share that triumph with others. It's between you and the puzzle. It's the same in competitive games. They're just bigger and more enticed puzzles to solve. Pleased with the explanation, they smiled at me. So it's to no one's surprise when I fell over heels with the competitive games. From Smash Bros. Trademark to FOD, I played them all. And with each new game I learned it and it's entirely the combos, the perfect executions, the matchups. Otherwise, how else would I be able to solve the puzzle? I even shared with others those details, showed them how to defeat anyone and win. I taught them everything I knew. They climbed and won, and took home championship titles. They succeeded. And as for me, that was one puzzle you couldn't solve? Rhapsody nods solemnly. So I gave up. Why even try if you're just going to fail? It's not worth it, is it? How could I know so much about a game and not ever succeed?
It was my fault.
Those thoughts consumed me, and I found it affecting me. So I focused on teaching others instead. I could find at least a small bit of happiness in their victories. I was safer that way. Rhapsody takes a long, reflective pause. And you know, looking back at it all, I do find pleasure through others' success. I'm glad to be that person people turn to for guidance. But there's still a part of me that can't let go of that desire. Oh geez, look at me. I've gone off monologuing for way too long. Don't hesitate to interrupt me. All of what Rhapsody's saying, I think I understand. Winning is everything to you. If we win, you'll have completed the puzzle. Winning will make you feel worthy of all your work. No. If we win, you'll have complete the puzzle. I can empathize with Rhapsody's feelings of wanting to succeed on something that stopped them in the past. Accomplishment is important, and to win means you've succeeded in your goal. You'll have solved the unsolvable. And now you want to try again. Exactly, and now you know why Tookacade must win. Now is my time to finally succeed. I'm hopeful we can win, especially with all your help, Rhapsody. You're a valuable part of this team. Rhapsody smiles warmly at me. Thanks. I'm glad to be part of Tookacade. And then the mood changes dramatically as Rhapsody's attention shifts from me to the mess before them. They begin scooping up all their strewn about papers and stuffing them into their pockets. Oh dang, I still have to type up all these notes for everyone. No one here can read my handwriting either. Teachers got to write up the syllabus, so to speak. Don't worry, I'll be back in time for my matches. There's an internet cafe around the corner. This'll take me no time. And in a rush, Rhapsody slides from the booth and I watch them wave to Ben and Matt as they leave the pizzeria. Rhapsody left in such a hurry. I hope that everything with them is okay. Maybe they're just excited about the chance to really win this time. Regardless, I should see what everyone else is up to. Okay, seriously, what's taking so long? Domino and Zapper should have completed a few matches by now. Curious, I decide to go check in on them. Ugh. On arriving at the center of the arcade, I see them in the middle of a pretty intense match, with everyone else just sort of watching from the sidelines. Curious, I joined the fringes of the group to see what's going on.
Oh, for f***'s sake. That's the third time I've been ganked. Domino, get your skinny ass up here and defend me.
Can't talk, swarmed by ninja. Or ninjas? Do you pluralize ninja, or is ninja already plural?
Shut the f*** up and help me. We're gonna lose this match if you don't get your act together.
I didn't exactly see you diving into my lane to save my bacon when they roasted me in round 1, Zapper-chan.
I'll bail you out when you learn the difference between your joystick and your
Jesus Christ. Oh god, they're fighting. Just what I was hoping for. Some interpersonal drama to sort out.
Finally, you decide to stop twiddling your thumbs and dive my lane. Honestly, Domino, you've got the speed and grace of a garbage truck.
Are we trash talking then? Is that what's expected of me? Okay, I can trash talk.
Oh no, if this is anything like what he did with Divine.
Because you've built your life entirely around this game while pushing your friends away, you're probably going to die alone and unloved.
Jesus fucking Christ, Domino. It's just so funny to see him like that, though. I gotta sip my tea. Hold on.
In a decade or so, your reflexes will be too shot to do the one thing you were any good at.
Jesus.
You'll be like a high school quarterback with nothing at the end of the road but alcoholism and loneliness. Also, you smell like poop.
That's so random.
Well, did I talk trash of sufficient quality to earn your admiration, Zapper?
We're all just shocked. Exactly 3 seconds of absolute horrified silence follow, as Zapper's expression slides perfectly from terror to rage. And then she makes that rage known, rather directly. With instinctive anger, she uses both hands to give Domino a hard shove away from her, which causes him to stumble, trip over his ratty old backpack he left on the floor, and fall on his rear. Everyone in Tokicade stands speechless as Domino sits on the floor with Zapper looming over him. On realizing everyone's staring, Zapper stammers, lips moving silently before she finally blurts out a retort.
I quit. Screw this. Screw you all. I'm going home.
Oh. With determination, she shoves past the rest of the group, on her way out the door to leave good, clean fun, presumably forever.
Oh no.
Grace, it's okay. Deep breaths.
This can't be happening.
It's happening again, isn't it? It's all coming apart. I should have stepped in. I knew this would happen. No. The one who should have stepped in quicker was me, knowing that Domino is capable of what Zapper's capable of. Let's go get a soda and relax a bit while they sort this out, okay? Oh, okay. Right, rock, paper, scissors then. On 3. 1. What? I'm sad to say this isn't the first time those two have had a bit of an altercation, or the first time Zapper's quit the team. First time she's ever shoved someone, mind you, that's a bit of an escalation. So, we're trying to figure out which one of us is going to chase down Zapper, and who's going to tend to Domino. It's only at that moment that I notice Domino has indeed slinked off somewhere, silently leaving the scene of the crime. Maybe I should be doing this. I am the manager, right? I need to manage my team. HR duties aside, it might help to hear it from us. We've known both of them a little bit longer. Agreed. 'Tis an admirable suggestion, but it would be the best if we handled this. We've done it before and have no qualms doing it again. And again, looping in stagnation. That's why I'm here, right? Iris said they needed me. Even Zapper agreed the team desperately needed flesh blood. If I'm not willing to step in here, this sort of thing is just going to happen again. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not for weeks, but at the very least, I can overrule the rock, paper, scissors and take on one of these two myself. Thanks for wanting to take care of this, but I'm going to help too. I'm not only their manager, but I'm their friend too. So, I'm in. Both Rhapsody and Loxley give me a solemn nod, but now I need to decide who I want to go after. I'll talk to Zapper, I'll go talk to Domino. Yeah, I want to... I'd rather go talk to Domino. Zapper is a bit volatile, and you know her better than I do. Can you talk to her for me? I'll deal with Domino. Absolutely, Rhapsody and I are close to her. We can talk her down for this impulsive decision. We'll be back as soon as we can. Be gentle with Domino, he has some social boundary issues. Where does Domino go when he's feeling awful? Knowing him, the alley next to Good Clean Fun. You won't have to go far. Best of luck, friend. As Loxley and Rhapsody depart, making for the subway, I head outside and around the building. To the alley next to Good Clean Fun, where I find Domino squatting down next to the city dumpster, drawing circles on the cement beneath his fingertips. The afternoon sun peeking through the tall building feels warm on my skin, a blessing of confidence to this particularly difficult conversation I'm about to have. He's hunched down, making himself as tiny as possible. I approach quietly, trying not to sneak up on him, just not really wanting to barge in, somewhere in the middle of those two things. His face becomes a massive cheer on noticing my arrival, but it's obviously a false front. I mean, I think it is. I'm gonna take a little sip. You can't stop thinking of unwholesome tags. I need to really get some help. What? Does like the game tag have that? Or something? What are you talking about, Duck? Enemy, as I said, enemies to lovers. Okay. I sense it. It's funny because like in the beginning we had to make a rival for our character, and he is on the enemy team, but he's kind of being a stinky person right now, so damn. So Chingu, no. Alright.
Hey.
Oh hey, welcome to the garbage zone, where garbage people belong. I pondered actually climbing into the dumpster, but who knows how many diseases and or used needles I'd subject myself to if I tried that. Still, good place to be trash, yes? Domino, Zephyr had no right to push you like that. Nah, I'm thinking she did. I pushed her buttons rather intentionally, so I'd say I had it coming. Stands to reason, right? Talk shit, get hit, cause and effect. No, I can't let Domino absorb all the blame here. He's usually cheerful for someone who calls themselves a garbage person, and that's a worrying combination. As your manager, I've got zero tolerance policy to violence between teammates. Nobody deserved that, Domino. Do you want me to get you an ice pack for your bruises? Pretty sure you both push some buttons, Domino. At least share the blame. Yeah, no, nobody deserved that. Domino, nobody deserves what happened to you. You can be ashamed of your behavior, but that doesn't excuse what she did to you. How are you feeling, by the way? If you need some ice for your bruises, I'm sure Ben and Matt can provide some. I'll bring it out to you, okay? Nah, honestly, I'm not in agony or anything. I lost my balance more from surprise than anything else. But I appreciate you trying to care for the ridiculously messed up individual you see before you. The world could use more empathy as a whole. Even if you may go bankrupt spending your empathy on me in time. With a ragged sigh, he pulls himself up from sitting next to the dumpster and straightens out his coat. Oh my god, guys, I can fix him!
My problem is, how do I put it? Emotional illiteracy, I suppose? Can't read the room. I say the wrong thing at the wrong time, always. Thing is, I see what people don't want to. Part of me wants them to see it too, so I'm not alone. Alone in seeing how sick and twisted things really are. Don't get me wrong, I want to be hopeful. I want to be able to smile without it being a lie. But instead, I smile because I can see the real punchline of the joke. And you just gotta laugh because the alternative is to start crying and never stop. Zapper annoyed me. All those cheap little insults trying to get under my skin. I wanted to fight back. So, I got under her skin.
I mean, trash talking and gaming is normal. She was just calling him out for like not helping, even though he had his own shit in his own lane to deal with, so she kinda just like talk shit for no reason. Ugh. I mean, equal rights, equal fights, am I right?
I don't think she likes what I found there any more than I do.
He pauses, trying to collect himself before he says something he'll regret again.
I think Zapper's right. Quitting the team is right. You know she only quit because she was horrified at what she did today, right? I can read her like a book. She's punishing herself. And maybe she's got the right idea. Maybe we should both leave. We're broken and strange and dangerous. And you don't deserve to be exposed to that.
Absolutely not. I'm going to help you through this, Domino. You won't chase me away so easily. You think we're perfect and uncontaminated? I got news for you, buddy. I've got massive imposter syndrome. Sounds like a job for your manager. It's my duty to help you two sort yourselves out. Yeah, well, you think we're perfect and uncontaminated. I got imposter syndrome. It means opening myself up to someone who self-evidently likes to push people's buttons, but it's still the right thing to do. Oh no, my childlike innocence has been besmirched by your wickedness. I am but a witting flower, ruined. Yeah, no, sorry, my dude. But that's totally wrong. Deep down inside, I'm an imposter, a failure. I use the rush of victory to justify my own existence. I'm addicted to success. So if you think you're broken, trust me, I'm pretty damn broken too. I'm willing to bet we're all broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably are, aren't we? But once you realize we are all the same leaky boat, it's a bit less depressing, isn't it? You're not a freak when you're among freaks. You can't drive us away by being weird since we're already in Weirdsville. Is somebody gonna match my freak? Frickin' Domino's already freaky as it is with his damn eyes. So no more talking of quitting just to preserve our normality, okay? Let's abandon normality reign. It already was anyway. Instead, let's focus on getting through the mess together. An interesting perspective. Okay.
Color me pleasantly surprised.
I'm willing to give this madness a try if you are on one condition. I need to know there's a friend here who can help me whenever I edge closer to the abyss. Someone who cares enough to put a hand on my shoulders and pull me back. I know it's not your job to watchdog my defective brain. I'm not imposing a demand on you. I just want to know someone will be there if I need help. I'm your friend, Domino. I'll be here for you. Okay. Maybe it'll work out. I should have my doubts, but you've got a weird aura about you, you know? Like you could really make this happen. So I'll choose hope, and hope it pays off. With a sigh, he releases the coil of tension he was holding inside, and opens his eyes again, ready to face what comes next. They'll likely be back, dragging Zapper along with them soon enough. Shall we go inside and face the music? Together, we head back inside, leaving the dumpsters far behind. Excuse me. Guys, I fixed them. So, despite these two having a bit of an audience in the form of their collective friends and allies, it's like they're in their own isolated world at the moment. Nobody chirps in from the sidelines to let them hash it out without interference. How do you want to do this? Do I want to apologize, then you apologize, or you apologize, then I apologize? Or do we just apologize at the same time? Let's do that. Okay. I shouldn't have trash talked to you. I shouldn't have tried to hurt you with words. I feel terrible for hurting you. That was inexcusable. I knew it hurt you to say that, and I have no excuse. I don't actually want to quit the team if you allow me to come back. I don't want you to quit the team. I forgive you if you forgive me. From now on, I'll try harder to keep my aggressions and empathy in check. I need to do better at stopping myself before I go too far. So, friends, I know I'm a mess, but we're still friends, right? Despite me being a weirdo. Hey, don't call yourself a weirdo. I get that you're working through stuff. You're less of a mess than most people I know, honestly. From now on, I'll reserve my trash talk for our mutual blood enemies, and I'll say my pithy commentary for people who disrespect you. And I think I better stop there before this get any more touchy-feely. I don't mind touchy-feely, but that's cool. We got it all out. All good now? We good. With their word soup spilled all over the floor, they seemed satisfied with the results, even if I could only follow about half of that. Hooray! We're all friends again. That relief spreads to the rest of the team soon after.
That sounds great.
Thank goodness, maybe things can go back to normal now. Better than normal, I say. Didn't even have to force the apology out of Zapper this time. It's important to have a cohesive team, and I think we just got extra sticky. I'm happy we were able to resolve it all.
Marvelous.
Indeed, together we are an unstoppable force. We must endeavor not to allow strife to pull us apart again. A very upbeat note to end on, even if team dysfunction led us to need an upbeat note in the first place. It was probably naive of me to hope that I could just join a team, kick some butt, and win the glory. Real relationships are never quite that clean. They take work. Still, I've clearly brought Domino a bit further than ever before. Maybe my words will help break whatever cycle they were stuck in. Now to refocus the team. Okay. Practice time, Tokacade. Great to see everything worked out, but let's not forget why we're here today. We've only got one FOD2 machine, so we'll have to take turns. Let's see who's going next.
Hello.
Oh boy. Pardon the interruption. May we barge in unceremoniously? You want to play FOD2 next? What? No. We come bearing gifts. Unimaginable treasures in envelope form. Matt presses a sealed document into my hands, printed on the sort of paper you normally reserve for grand historical declarations. It even has an official looking seal with a fancy letter H embossed in the wax. Are we being summoned to a tribunal or some sort? Do I need a lawyer in a powder wig or a designated second before trial by combat? Even better, you're being invited to a local game tournament, a very exclusive one, being hosted by an old friend of ours. It seems our triumph over Team Play to Win is really opening doors. He doesn't open doors to just anyone, you see. A legendary figure in arcade culture, lurking beneath the surface, only emerging for impromptu and spectacular galas of gaming delight. I have a feeling it's Hamza. Hamza from the first game. And you're invited to his latest affair. Isn't that nice?
Well, look at you.
Color us impressed at your ability to make an impression. I'm colored. I'm impressed. Curious, I break the seal and read the letter. Yep, it's Hamza. Greetings, Tokacade. You are summoned forth this evening to do battle against other mighty warriors and claim riches untold. To participate in this exclusive tournament, come to the Arcade Surplus Warehouse on 23rd Street by sundown. Those who arrive late shall not be admitted. For the winning team, the ultimate prize at the end of this furious battle, their very own Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. This invitation allows Nomura and a partner of their choosing to participate in the main tournament. However, the rest of your team is encouraged to accompany you and frolic in the festivities. There shall be plenty of social amusement and hot competition for everyone. May the odds be ever in your favor. Sign your benevolent benefactor. Oh boy, it's Hamza. Yeah, Hamza! What's a Hamza? Is it a new kind of pizza? No, Hamza. The second H is implied. Different twists on the syllable. Hamza is a legendary game finder and auctioneer. Normally he sells or trades for the games he acquires, but it seems he set up a tournament to let players win games. Well, okay, this could be big for us. From my initial research, which admittedly was just me saying, "Hey Iris, search the web for how to launch an esports team." You got it, Nomura. Now searching. Rhetorical statement, Iris. But yeah, taking part in local tournaments is a terrific way to get a new team off the ground. It's a hell of an opportunity. And having a second FOD2 machine would solve a lot of problems now that I think about it. Team practice would go far more smoothly. Okay, we accept the invitation. Let's do this. Splendid, wonderful. I see our work here is done. Away we go. Listen up, team. If you want to network with local pros and play some games, tag along. Sounds like everybody can come. I believe I'll bow out this one.
Most unfortunate.
I'm afraid I have other affairs to attend to on this fine eve, but I shall wish you the best of your path to glory. Oh, okay, sure thing. Odd that he's bowing out so quickly. Maybe he's got plans to get banned from a few new arcades, or he's joining a midnight protest or something. Granted, I've only seen him in an arcade context. I have no idea what he does in his actual free time. Not sure I'm up for playing in a tournament tonight. Travel's rough on me, especially to, what the invite say, a warehouse? Dodgy. It's okay, Jinx. You can just hang out a bit. Head home whenever you want. I'm not sure this is my scene either, honestly.
Let's do this.
But we'll both still come with you. Fly the team colors, shake the pom-poms, whatevs. Absolutely, for Tookacade. Okay, so that means I'll be teaming with, I could pick Rhapsody, but even if things ended well with Zapper and Domino, leaving them to their own devices together might be risky. Instead, I'll tag team with one of them tonight. Who should I enter the tournament with? Zapper, you're with me, let's melt faces and rock this tournament to its foundation. Domino, you're with me, we'll beat them all and make them question their life choices. We'll go with Domino again. Domino, I want you in my corner when we make everyone question the life decisions that brought them face to face with us. Sound
This
good?
can't possibly end badly.
You and me against a bunch of tough bastards from the local scene in a creepy abandoned warehouse deathmatch? Sure. This sounds like a great idea. Aw, I wanted to be the one to smash faces and take trophies. You know I'm way more competitive than Domino. Or it might be nice to just relax after an emotionally taxing day. I don't want you getting burnt out, Zapper. We're going to need you. Yeah, okay. I can follow the logic on that one. Having a chill evening at home sounds good too. But y'all better kick twice as many butts to make up for the lack of Zapper, okay? Okay. Sounds like we've got a plan. Now let's practice a bunch, grab some dinner, and hop on a train to this event. We'll burn them so hard, the building will become a massive fire hazard. Win or lose, we'll show them what Tookacade is all about. If we keep our focus and win this, Tookacade will rise to the top. We will destroy all in our path. We will destroy all in our path. We will take what is ours with fire and blood, and hey, have fun, okay? With our team spirit restored from this morning's incident, Tookacade gets to work preparing for the tournament to come. As the sun starts to set, we make our way over to the warehouse where the tournament will be held. At first I wonder if we have the wrong address. This is our largely empty and industrial part of town. We're surrounded by empty factories, condemned buildings, and artifacts of last decade's recession. Alright, bye Doug. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. But the doors to the warehouse are open. There's light and noise and talking coming from inside, so either we stumble across a rave or we're right where we need to be. No, why is FNAF on the frickin' stage? What the fuck? Bruh. Ugh. Nope. Still looks creepy and disturbing from the inside. It's a dumping ground for old arcade games, someone's long forgotten treasure trove, now being used as an underground fight club. Oh my god, what if this is the same warehouse from the last game where Sue and her crew were living in? I hate to think what sort of 8-legged monstrosities lurk in every darkened corner of this place, waiting to consume your living soul. Unlike me, my teammates are mostly unfazed and split off into their own small groups. Jinx and Grace settle to find somewhere they can relax and have a good spot to see the games from. Rhapsody said they wanted to check in on some casting friends, leaving me and Domino alone. I turned to my teammate, not exactly sure what to make of this. Is this really what arcade tournaments look like? I mean, my involvement in RL competitions mostly consists of watching Evo trademark from the comfy of my bedroom, but this seems messy. And possibly massively haunted. 5 nights at Chuck E. Cheese. Whore. Search me. I've never gone to a tournament before. Until you came along, we were perfectly happy hiding away in our little arcade all day long. So we're both out of our comfort zones then. Hey, sometimes you need to be dragging, kicking, and screaming out of your comfort zone. It's healthy. Jumping into the scene instead of playing it safe may do us some good, or it could be disastrous. Call it 50-50 odds. That's probably why Jinx came. She doesn't really go anywhere, you know? It's difficult, what with her physical needs. I hope she doesn't feel pressured into this. Nah, you can't really pressure Jinx. She's the one who applies pressure to other people. Trust me on this. Point is, we're all a little outside our comfort zone, even if we're doing so voluntarily and wholeheartedly. I'm currently pretty freaking far from my comfort zone. I know it's fall and pumpkin spice is all the rage, but it's not Spooktoberween day yet. In fact, I felt a bit paralyzed just loitering by the entrance of the warehouse, not wanting to wander too far into those darkened depths. Fortunately or unfortunately, someone found us and approached anyway, despite my lack of desire to go any deeper. Oh god. Oh my god, do they have... Oh no, I thought they had the GameCube design on their sweater. This is Lance. Who the heck? Which one is Lance? They both got L's on their shirts. Well. Look, Chad, we've got ourselves some genuine celebrities at this event. Lance and Chad from L7 Gaming. They used to be white hot 5 years ago, but haven't picked up any noteworthy wins since then. Oh, it's L7. Okay. Aren't you two from that cute little gang that hangs out in the laundromat? Saw you on Fight Shack earlier. Right, the GBC team or something like that. Although I think they call themselves Tokake now. Well, isn't that special? So very, very special. I feel special inside just being in the presence of such wonderful people. Take my advice. Go home. You don't deserve to be here. Great. Haven't been here 2 minutes and we've somehow already made enemies. Do I try and smooth this over or just run with it? I recognize you too. You're veterans. Glad to have a chance to face you in a tournament. I don't know you and you don't know me, so if you got a problem with us, that's on you, not me. Hello, looking forward to playing with you later. May the best team win. Did I wrong you in a past life or something? What's with the dude, my dude? Yeah, no, like, why are you so angry, bro? We literally just met seconds ago, and here you are hating on us. You got a problem with us? That's on you, not me. We haven't done anything to earn your loathing other than exist in the same space as you. So you wanna maybe rethink that attitude? Ooh, snap. I wasn't expecting them to react well to that, and looky look, they aren't reacting well. Seriously? I mean, just look at you. You're a conveniently diverse collection of gamers from across all walks of life, like an after-school TV special. I can't even accurately describe you all because I'm not allowed to use those words anymore. They won't let me. And that's the real reason why you're making media waves. You make all the woke corporate journalists pat themselves on the back for talking you up. All while you take the spotlight away from more deserving gamers. Exactly, this community was built for people like us. We're the ones who started it and made it grow. This is our club, not yours, though I want you here. Exactly, and you think beating play to win makes you big time? A fluke win is a fluke win. We know the real reason anyone gives a frick about you. Exactly, you don't belong here, so run away, scrubs. Don't embarrass yourselves any more than you already have. Okay, I'm reasonably sure if I punch these frickers right out here and now, we'd be booted from the tournament. At least Team Play to Win only hated us because we're losers in their eyes. These two hate us merely for existing. I can practically feel Domino vibrating slightly with the want to unload on these two. I feel a burning need to induce self-loathing in this fine fellow. That could be fun to watch, actually, but is it hypocritical of me to really want him to lay into these guys after what happened this morning? Or could this be considered just desserts for someone who as repulsive as these two jerkwads? Show them what they are, Domino. Go for it. No, we have to show good sportsmanship. Sorry. No. Let me save just in case something bad happens afterwards. Show them. Show them what they are, Domino. Go for it. Speak your truth, Domino. Do it. Yay. Time for a history lesson. L7 Gaming used to be respected. They were giants spoken alongside wicked prodigies and the unreal, but then something changed, yes? What was that turning point exactly? I can't seem to recall the specifics. Something about... Oh, right. You drove away Queen Bee, didn't you? The only good player on your team actually had? Then she joined the demon form, the 4 Heavenly Kings, and it instantly surpassed you. You were only holding her back in the end. Oops, there goes your win streak. Oops, there goes your popularity. After that, well, how do you get back on top? I know. Become the flag beaters for the woman-hating, nerd-baiting, gatekeeping toxic corner of the internet. That'll keep you in the spotlight. How sad, how unfortunate to have to play the part of the bastard just to keep yourselves relevant. And by this point, you actually believe it, don't you? You bought into the whole repulsive mindset, hook, line, and sinker. How backward you look compared to the rest of the scene. How small and petty. I'd laugh if it wasn't so pathetic. Heck, I'll laugh anyway. The two members of L7 Gaming just stand there, livid with the silent rage as Domino laughs in their faces. I'll frickin' kill you, you little... And just when I fear we're going to get Domino knocked out twice in one day, the billowing swish of a cloak temporarily blinds me.
Hamza demands your attention.
Damn! Oh, what an entrance.
This hostility will cease immediately. You have made your viewpoints clear. Hamza will not tolerate violence at his tournament.
But they said...
Silence, whelp! Hamza cares not who started it, who is the villain, who is the hero. All that matters at this moment is the iron will of Hamza. Chad and Lance of L7 Gaming. The only reason Hamza tolerates your intolerable presence is because, sadly, Hamza owes your manager a favor.
Damn.
But should you make Hamza regret this act of hospitality, your suffering shall be legendary. Does Hamza make himself clear?
But...
Does Hamza make himself clear?
Yes. Yes, sir. Mr. Hamza.
Good. Now, be gone.
Damn. Hamza gestures for them to depart, and the two members of L7 scatter like cockroaches with a flick of the kitchen lights.
Now, with old business settled, let us make way for new business. Hamza welcomes his new friends from Good Clean Fun. Welcome, welcome. any friend of Ben and Matt is a friend of Hamza.
Yeah, hi. On behalf of Pizza Yums, Tookacade would like to join your tournament and...
No. There is time enough for such trivialities later. But for now, let us talk and converse, as friends do. Hamza seeks to know all newcomers to the arcade scene. And rest assured, Hamza remembers all names, all faces, as well as all favors and debts. Nothing escapes the mind of Hamza. To that end, Hamza apologizes for the difficulties with L7 Gaming. They are only here due to an unfortunate intersection of favor and debt.
Damn. L7 Gaming is only here because of a fucking favor? That's crazy.
Hamza had intended the 4 Heavenly Kings to make an appearance, but alas, Queen Bee was unavailable, and L7 is a poor substitute.
Damn, they're just substitutes.
Please, be assured that your inhospitable welcome weighs heavy on Hamza's spirit, and Hamza shall do all in his power to correct the matter. Now, let us engage in pleasantries. What can Hamza do for you? What desires can Hamza grant for his new friends?
I'm confused beyond the capacity for rational thought. You literally just met us and now we're BFFs or something. Of course, Hamza sees no reason to hold back the generous arms of friendship until such reasons are offered. You are Domino, yes? At last check. Good. Hamza knows little about you, but will amend that as best as he can through extensive social interaction. I'm relieved or terrified. I'm terror-lived. And you, Nomura, manager of Tookacade. Hamza knows you well, thanks to your 11 different social media feeds. Note to self, seriously stop signing up to different websites. So, first off, I should probably apologize for us goading on L7 like that.
Why?
Oop.
You stood your ground against bullies. You and your ally showed Hamza the strength of your character. Unyielding, even in the face of the storm.
Damn. Yeah, but if you're looking to encounter a friendly and welcoming environment, we didn't exactly help with that.
Ah, Hamza understands your confusion. To all things in life, there must be balance. Peace and war, tolerance and intolerance, what battles you fight, and how they are fought. These are key. Hamza has no objections to your self-defense against an unjustified foe. You did not cower, and you did not shy away. Be proud. But had you reacted with primitive violent force, then Hamza would have been disappointed. It would be too simple and likely ineffective. You understand this perspective, yes?
I think so.
Excellent! But please, let us talk of happier things, now that the matter is settled.
So, in terms of, desires, at this point all we really need from you is to sign up for your tournament. Unless we're such good friends that you could consider simply giving us an FOD2 machine.
Ha! Ha!
No. Hamza also seeks to measure the fire within worthy individuals. If it is Hamza's prize you seek, you must win it fairly. It was worth a shot. And Hamza enjoys your display of confidence. So, are we in? With a wink, Hamza brings his hands together in a clap. Certainly. Nomura and Domino of Tookacade are officially entered into my glorious tournament. May you perform honorably for the House of Pizza Yums. Often has Hamza consumed their microwave delicacies when noble labors carry on deep into the night. Seriously? You look more like you chow down on lobster or thermidor. Ah, such is the mystique of being Hamza. But Hamza puts his pants on one leg at a time, like any other individual. And throughout this tournament, Hamza promised to cheer on your triumphs and feel sorrow at your losses. I glance around at the ruined abandoned arcade this glorious tournament is to take place in, slightly confused at the contrast between it and Hamza's posh clothing. A fact not lost on him as he nods in apology. The rather messy surroundings are unfortunate, Hamza will admit, but Hamza assures you there are no horrible dangers lurking in the shadows. Only hot arcade action awaits you. This warehouse belongs to a decaying and decrepit arcade empire known as the Palace. Their invictable decline shall be your gain. Hamza purchased the entire lot before it was to be thrown in a junkyard. So many rare arcade treasures saved from the clutches of death. Ah, but Hamza cannot simply give these games away, no. Not on this night. They must be earned through righteous combat. I see, so it's not just an FOD2 machine being competed for. All manner of games are up for grabs should you be worthy. Are you worthy, my friend? True enough, I can spot side tournaments with Hamza's assistant taking down names and registrations. We may end up walking out of here with more than just an FOD2 if the others from Tokake join in. Let this crucible test be your strength, Nomura, the strength of you and your friendships.
Please, excuse Hamza.
Now, if you'll excuse Hamza, there are other matters to attend to. May the odds be ever in your favor. And with the whoosh of his cloak, he's gone, leaving behind only the scent of bergamot and pine.
What?
Wow. Okay. This is weird, but I can roll deep with weirdness, and creepy never bothered me much. I think I'll go watch some of the side tournaments. I have a powerful need to ponder. Catch up with you during the first round. Sure, have fun, Domino. I'll try. I'm not too keen on entering any of the other tournaments. I'd rather just stick with FOD2 for now. Still, I could wander around this decaying ruin and see what's going on. Where do I want to go first? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Grace is over here. Oh, Rhapsody and Hamza are talking. Oh, great, Hunter's here. Don't want to deal with him. Jinx is resting. We'll go talk to Grace. It's tricky trying to track down Grace amidst all the gathered gamers. Mazes of wooden crates and arcade cabinets blocked every possible line of sight I could have used. Let's see, where would she be in this mess? Maybe I could deduce the work backward from that conclusion. Are there any arcade role-playing games? Is that a thing? There's just so much I don't know about arcade culture. But if I'm looking for the arcade equivalent of a slower paced, logic-driven experience, maybe a puzzle game, and the beeps and boops of sliding blocks draw me to a relatively uncrowded corner of the warehouse where Grace is happily tapping a joystick, smiling away. Ah, here you are.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Check it out. They actually got Tetris trademark, the Grandmaster 4. And it's even got that thankfully uncopyrightable Russian folk music the series is known for.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing? Yes? Alright, you're still a newbie. Well, and this is a particularly deep bit of nerdy lore. TGM4 never made it past prototype stage. They lost the license to the original game. I'm amazed there's a prototype in this place. Although I wouldn't be surprised to find like the Ark of Covenant or Polybius or some other legendary lost item in this place. It's kinda creepy, isn't it? Pretty sure the only real danger here is the crate falling on your head. I've been trying not to actually look up to avoid thinking about that. Back to talking about the game lore. The rights to Tetris trademark are kind of, well, complicated. Like seriously, widely, confusingly Cold War drenched in complication. But I've always loved the Grandmaster series. They're the most intensely difficult arcade puzzlers ever made, in my opinion. RPGs are kind of like tactical puzzles, so it makes sense you love a thinking challenge. A fourth Tetris trademark game? Surely they're running out of things to Tris by now. What's next? Tetris? Is there a side tournament here for puzzlers? I bet you could wipe the floor with the competition. Well, we'll go with the first one. Makes sense to me. You love role-playing games, which are like puzzles, abstract through combat and tactics. It's all about logic challenges. Exactly, I like games that make me think. Critical thoughts is just as difficult to train as physical prowess. You never skip leg day and you never skip brain day. Puzzlers and RPG stretch different brain muscles, so it's a good mix it up, you know? It's healthy. So, how's the tournament going so far? Are you and Domino kicking all the butts? Grace, round one hasn't even started yet. It's still too early. Oops, I guess I lost track of time. This game does funny things to your senses of time dilation. You can be playing for moments and it feels like hours, or vice versa. Hey, have you seen Jinx yet? I spotted this game and just sort of sucked onto it, lost track of her in the process. I hope she's okay. This isn't really her scene, and I haven't seen anywhere she could be comfortably sit down. Would you mind checking in with her at some point tonight, just to be sure everything's good? If I got time, sure. I'm thinking I could squeeze in some social activity between rounds. Not a lot of it, but it's okay if you don't have time. I could go find her, once I'm done with this game, I mean. Lost momentarily in thought, Grace slips up for exactly 23 milliseconds and the game is suddenly over. Aw, poop. Oh wow, that went from good to bad in the blink of an eye. How the heck can you play so fast? I mean, I'm steady with a keyboard, but I'm not that speedy. She steps away from the game for now to chat. Well, how do you get to Carnage Hall? Practice, practice, practice. Exactly. It's like any skill, you just need to do it. Do it until you can do it to the best of your ability. FOD2 is the same way. I mean, that's how I see things anyway. Like I said, I don't care much about the competition. I'm just trying to play with friends and raise my skill level. That's the challenge I'm looking for. If I can help a friend improve their skills and they help me in turn, well, that's a great feeling, you know? We are all in this together. Let Zapper and Loxley hog the glory. Jinx and I were in it for self-improvement. Hey, I want some of that glory too. Don't give it all to them. I can follow the logic. It's just you and the game. It must be oddly calming. So, which is Domino, glory or challenge? Must be calm for her. Oh wait, no, she's kind of panicky, so let's just joke with her. There's at least 3 on this team that want a slice of that glory pie. Hope you're serving it up hot and fresh. Hey, you're welcome to it. It's not really my thing. I don't really like the spotlight anyway. We may be very different people, but I think we'll get along fine all the same. You can have your glory while I enjoy my challenge. I've always loved single-player games, puzzlers, RPGs, platformers, long-form narrative games like visual novels, which she is in. The kinds of experiences you can usually only get on a game console. That's why I'm not quite the arcade junkie as the rest of Tokicade. But that's okay. It takes all types to make up a good team. Diverse viewpoints, diverse ideas. Even if sometimes they come into a conflict, like earlier today. Yeah, I noticed you were really anxious when that happened. I'll do my best to make Tokicade an anxiety-free environment for you, Grace. And I appreciate that, even if, honesty, confrontations are inevitable. People disagree, it's the nature of humanity. And sometimes it gets heated, but well...
I don't like confrontations.
My natural instinct is to go and hide until the shouting ends. Years of experience, I guess. But let's not talk about that. I just want to have some fun tonight, you know? Not dig up old masses. Okay, but if you do want to talk about it... I talk about it a lot with Jinx, but like I said, diverse viewpoints, diverse ideas. We can chat too. Beep beep. They're going to announce the next round soon. You should get ready. If only so you have time to find your way to the maze of games. Right. Thanks, Iris. Good luck. Knock 'em dead. In a figurative sense, of course. Yeah, already enough ghosts in this place, I think. Attention, Namor and Domino to the tournament area for your next challenge. This is it, our first round. Fortunately, the matchup is pretty pathetic. A couple local casuals who got in by being friends with Hamza. We trounced them easily. Thankfully, unlike L7, it's all handshakes and smiles after. They were here just for the fun of it, and win or lose, got what they wanted. Even if I'm glad I won instead of losing. Anyway, time for a break before the next round. Where to next? We'll go talk to Jinx. I find Jinx leaning awkwardly against a fine specimen from the endless sea of wooden crates. It doesn't look comfortable, and neither does she. I could maybe understand that if she was part of some conversation circle, chatting away with other gamers here, but nope, just by her lonesome. Knowing her, she's got no problem being by her lonesome. Normally I wouldn't interrupt, but that look of discomfort just isn't sitting right with me. Hey, yeah? Yeah. Help you with something? Oh great, I'm making things awkward again. Okay. Can I get you anything? Maybe I can find a chair or ask for one? Are you feeling okay? You look lonely over here, all alone and stuff. What's up, bruh? We'll just ask her. How are your legs holding up? I know it's a dark and twisty maze of boxes, but surely there's a chair somewhere in this mess. Just say the word and I'll track down some seating for you. And if I can't find some, I'm sure our glorious host Hamza will provide. Appreciated, but I've already looked. There's Jack all I could sit on. Some chairs, yeah, but they're incompatible. She pauses, leaning heavily against the crate. Her knee brace is creaking a bit as soon as she does so. So she reaches down to tighten a loose strap. Gotta be such and such a height, such and such a curvature, armrest too. Ideally it keeps my wrist from getting sore. But all I'm finding are these crappy little folding chairs you usually find in the hands of professional wrestlers and head-shaped dents in them. Afraid I'm on my feet for the duration. Be sore as hell, but that's how it's going to be. How about I run back to your place and, I don't know, grab a chair? It's just a 20-minute subway ride.
Good idea.
And risk you losing your spot in FOD2 tournament? Nah, you've got business here on behalf of Tokacade. Well, how about you head back then? You're not in the tournament. You're just here to hang out with friends.
Not sure about that.
Not sure. Feels like I'm not being a good teammate if I bail just 'cause of my knees. Should stay and cheer you on. I'm here to support everyone. We're being serious about this poor tour thing. And I want to be serious, too, despite being the team anchor. As in heavy object weighing everyone down. Not as in reliable last man in a tug of war, to be specific. Come on, you know nobody sees you that way. Yeah, I know. Just hard not to feel that way some days. She shakes it off to focus on something else. Something a bit less dreary. There are solutions, of course. Was thinking of getting one of those wearable chairs. Wearable what? No, that's a thing. Chairs. Did I stutter? It's a thing. They're these middle struts you wear on your harness or on your waist. Pop them, lean back, you're sitting. Done. Problem is, you look weird using one. That's on top of everybody going wearable chair. That's stupid. Why would anyone want that? Normally don't give a flying frick what anyone thinks of my disability or how I support it. Do what needs doing and done with it. And half of the time, you see one of those weird infomercial items. It was actually made for the disabled. Too niche of an audience to market to alone. But don't know. Wearable chair legs are a bit over the top, even for me. Get funny looks from my leg braces already. Why add more hardware? Already got little kids pointing and going, Mommy, look, it's a robot. And yeah, not into that. Don't blame kids. Kids typically don't know any better. For parents who don't teach them about disability, that's not my problem, it's theirs. But it sucks. So I don't bother with a wearable chair or lugging around a chair everywhere I go. Just improvise, simpler. Less weird, less demanding on everyone. Hell no, be demanding. You're a queen, insists on being served as such. Excuse me. So, trick out a badass disability scooter to ride on. Paint flames down the side. How about it came with a folding seat? It's discreet enough. Yeah, that seems better. Okay, so you need a seating option that's unintrusive, highly portable, and very effective. Don't they sell cranes with built-in fold-out seats, like at medical supply stores or something? Huh, not sure. Those always seem a bit tricky to balance on, but might be worth reconsidering, especially if we're going to more events like this one. Want to support everyone and can't do that without some self-support, right? Right. Honestly, my current cane's too damn fancy. I mean, look at this thing. But family gift. Don't want to be ungrateful. Maybe swapping to a float-out chair crane would be the polite excuse I need. So worth thinking about, at least. Jinx stretches out, clearly aching more and more with each passing moment. You sure it's not letting the team down if I bail? Not in the slightest. Do what's best for you. I can still kick all the butts even with you cheering me on from home. Okay, thinking I should take you up on that suggestion. Don't think I planned this evening out well. Should have solved the seating situation before hopping on a subway to parts unknown. I'll go tell Graysale I'm headed home. Cool, she's playing Tetris, trademark, over there. Girl loves her puzzlers. Glad she found something fun to do here. I worry, you know, she's like me, happy in isolation, but can't hurt to try something new. She offers me a firm nod of appreciation, then slowly makes her way to the open front doors of the warehouse. Attention! Nomura and Domino to the tournament area for your next challenge. Oh boy. Round 2 is a bit harder. An up-and-coming esports team just like us, but it's still a solid victory thanks to Domino's skills. The opposing team was visibly disappointed to lose, and I can sympathize with that. No one likes losing. Break time before round 3. Who to visit next? We don't care for Hunter, so we're gonna go to Rhapsody. I never thought an arcade tournament would be this busy, and even though Domino prepped me for it on the ride over, it's just there's so much going on all the time. Luckily for me, all announcements and Hamza's speeches are made over the loudspeaker system, so it makes it easy to know exactly where and when to report for my next match. I'd be hopelessly lost without it. And as if on cue, I hear the melodious voice of Hamza booming from above. Hello, esteemed guest, Cree! I'm pretty sure the scratching sound and shrill feedback cry that follows, causing all of us to wince in pain, were not according to plan, nor the ominous silence afterwards. Well, that can't be good. My eyes scan over the warehouse, and they stop when I note Hamza and Rhapsody fiddling with the speakers near the main stage. They both look very concerned. Maybe I could help them out, or at least find out what's going on. I wander over to them to investigate.
Hamza cannot entertain his guests if the sound system isn't working. How will we know where to go? How will we stay on track? Above all, how are they to hear the dulcet tones of Hamza's voice? I will not have my guests think Hamza cannot run a simple event without proper sound. My name shall not become besmirched by such technical matters.
That's not a good look.
Please, there's no need to exaggerate, Hamza. Your name won't be besmirched. I've run plenty of tournaments without a loudspeaker. It just requires a bit more work from your tournament organizers, it's all. Plus, I'm sure we can have this up and running before finals. That's most important anyways. That is, if you stop looming over me. I lead into conversation, making myself known. Sounds like you're having problems. Nailed it. Oh hey, yeah. Nice putt. You probably heard it, but the speaker just went on the fritz and now they won't turn on. I like to get these working again ASAP, otherwise we'll have a pretty lackluster finale. You may not be aware of this, but lackluster mustn't ever be a component of Hamza's hashtag aesthetic. That is not the way. I could have easily guessed that. It is imperative that this is put right again. Hamza is known as the fire that always burns in the FOD2 community. Really?
Nah.
Not really. Well, I should be. I possess the keen sense to gaze deep within the FOD2 community and find what devotion lurks within. Hamza yearns to keep it aflame. Clearing their throat, Rhapsody hopes to change the topic at hand. Can I have your eyes on this? You're their resident PC pro. You might have a better idea of what's going on. Rhapsody motions for me to come in close. I squat down next to them to study the pile of computer gear. In return, Rhapsody scoots in closer to me. In hushed tones, Rhapsody explains. I actually think I got the speaker issues covered. It's more of the Hamza's issue I need help with. I cocked an eyebrow in response. Don't get me wrong, Hamza's a wonderful human. Couldn't ask for a better host for a tournament, but he's got the gift of gab, and I really need some time to focus. Do you mind just distracting him for me? I need like 5 minutes, and we'll have this back online. It doesn't sound like I have much of a choice. Oh, you do. It's just a matter of how you do it. As I stand up, I decide just how I'm going to bend Hamza's ear. Hamza, let's go on a date. I challenge you to an FOD2. The fuck, let's talk. I have some questions for you. No, what if... No, I'm gonna save it. We're gonna take the balls and just go, let's go on a date. What do you say? You, me, a date. A date, you say? Hamza pauses, bring a hand to his chin, stroking his beard in contemplation. What I meant was, we could just get some coffee or something, or we could forget I ever suggested such a preposterous idea. No, it's a brilliant idea. It is. I mean, of course it is. Hamza claps his hands over together and a person instantly rushes over. Assistant, coffee, now! One of Hamza's legion of behind-the-scenes assistant gives a quick nod and scurries off, silent as a ninja. Tournaments like these are quick to diminish the soul's energy chink. How perceptive that you could see Hamza was in much need of a pick-me-up. Yeah, that's me. In record time, the assistant returns carrying a blanket, 2 sitting pillows, a thermos, and 2 coffee cups. He shakes out the blanket once before laying it upon the warehouse floor. The pillow follows, with coffee supplies arranged in perfect picnic fashion. No one turns their head in utter confusion. No one questions it. No one's eyes batted. I can only assume that stuff like this is the norm when Hamza's around. Nomura, come, sit with Hamza. I oblige and we sit. Hamza pours me a cup of hot coffee. I grasp it with 2 hands and take in the bitter scent, waking up my senses. Thank you. It is nothing, but I sense you would like to engage in conversation with me. Hamza gives you his full attention. Okay, well, do you hold events like this all the time? As much as Hamza can. It is my passion to bring so many hearts together under one roof, at one time, beating for the same reason. Can you not feel the electricity in the air? The hype here is pretty palpable, yes. Does it not taste of victory? Well, I'm certainly hoping it will in the short run. If we can win here, if we can make this happen. My words falter to find an adequate response, but it reminds me of the stakes at hand. It's a pretty beefy prize, isn't it? Getting a brand new deluxe FOD2 cab is just as wildly expensive as a
To
cruise.
answer this question requires me to ask one of you first.
Sure.
Good. Share with Hamza. What will my ambitious new friend do if this tournament becomes the crucible that forges your victory?
I'll be happy. I'll be proud of myself and my team. It will boost my confidence in myself. It's not only my win, it's our win. Yeah. I mean, we'll be happy. I'll be proud of myself and my team. I won't lie, it'll feel good to claim a win here, but not only that, the happiness will be shared among the team. It's a team win, and their happiness is just as important as my own. With our spirits lifted, it will help inspire us even farther. Our bonds will be stronger and solidified, which is exactly what we need after today's events. Hamza nodded slightly at my response.
Since you have answered from the heart, I shall tell you something from mine. A mere monetary reward for winning is not befitting of the competitive spirit. Hamza's prizes are gifts. Gifts to inspire, to share, to learn from. If one gift can ignite the flame within the heart, if one gift can bring people together, there is no better reward than that. Hamza travels far and wide, all over the world, to find rare and exquisite gifts. It is important to find treasures to share with the esports community, for that is what keeps history and tradition alive. It inspires those within this world of pixels and joysticks to fight for what they cherish. And that inspiration, that is the true reward for Hamza. A reward shared with others. If Hamza can be the spark that lights one's fire, then Hamza will be satisfied.
I sip my coffee as I take a moment to reflect on Hamza's words, and as I relax in my cushion, there is a loud voice overheard. Testing, testing. Oh hey, we're back. Will Hamza and Nomura please report to the main stage? I repeat, Hamza and Nomura, come to the main stage. Huzzah! Oh, the tournament is saved. What a glorious day indeed. We both stand up, moving away from the blanket. I'm relieved. We should probably get back to Rhapsody, right? But what about all of this? I gesture to the picnic in the middle of the floor. Worry not, my friendly assistants will clean it up for us. You see, it is done. What's done? And as I glance back to the picnic set, I can't help but notice it has completely vanished in the time it took for me to ask that question. What? But wait, how? Let us depart. And we make our way back to the main stage. Rhapsody smiles warmly at our approach. Hail Rhapsody, whose euphoric voice is only matched by their sheer intelligence. Nonsense. Anyway, nice work. Rhapsody places a friendly hand on my shoulder. I'm going to prepare for finals. And I better see you up on that stage. Rhapsody sneaks away into the crowd of gamers, leaving me alone with Hamza. Hamza must return to announcing as well, but before we part, let me impart these words of wisdom. Victory will never equate to happiness. With a flamboyant whoosh of his colorful cape, he turns from me and waltzes back to the main stage. And I'm left alone. Weird note to end on, but I should get ready for the next match too. Attention! Nomura and Domino to the tournament area for the semi-finals. Our third round is against a pretty famous team actually, Wicked Prodigies, who were huge during the FOD1 days. That one was an intense fight, to be sure. Domino and I barely squeaked out a win. But a win is a win. That puts us on track to the grand finals. And because the universe has a deep-rooted sense of irony, from the look of the bracket, our opponents will be Chad and Lance from L7 Gaming. Great. Grand finals will be starting in 30 minutes. Steel yourselves for this challenge, competitors. It's going to take Hamza and his crew some time to set up for the prompt spectacle of the finale. Time to reduce some stress. Actually, hang on. Where did Domino get off to? He was just here a second ago. But I got distracted by the announcement. Dude moves like a cat, I swear. Oh my god, he's a cat boy. He's part of this team, and a friend. I should probably hang out with him more than, like, the actual matches. He's honestly felt a bit distant all night. Just showing up for each round, kicking some butt, and wandering off. Time to wander after him. Oh. It takes a moment to track him down because he snuck away from the area of the warehouse demarcated for the tournament, up into the catwalks above all the chaos. I find him leaning against a window, looking into the distance across the city, adrift in one thought or another. Hey. Huh?
Hey there.
Oh, hey. What's up? You haven't said much during any of the rounds. And is that a problem? You've been kicking ass, that's why I'm here, yes? Why we're both here? Dude, if you just wanted a partner that plays perfectly, we could have wired Iris up to the game. I just want to make sure everything's okay. I know you hate that question, but it's important. If you don't feel like talking, I can leave you be. Whatever you need in the moment. Yeah. I like to make sure everything's okay with you. Yes, I know that you hate being asked that. It's a loaded question, but it's a valid one, right? You're more than a player on the team. You're a friend, and I like helping my friends when they need help. Even if you don't want to talk, I like to be here for you, if you want me here. It'd be easy to tell you to beat it, yes? I don't want to talk. Go away. I'm fine. I'll figure things out. Don't worry about me.
Maybe, possibly, who knows?
But maybe I could talk. Maybe if you want to talk to someone like me. Okay, let's talk. Okay, so what's on your mind? L7. Those two turd rolls from earlier? Not them in specific, more of them in general. Their mere existence, the existence of them, and people like them. There's a toxic river of sludge running through the world, and people like Chad and Lance are making money windsurfing through it all for funsies. And that in turn kicked me off on more general sense of molasses in the current state of everything in modern society too. So I ducked out, found a nice quiet spot to reorganize my thoughts, and despite the respite, I'm failing miserably at positivity. Heavy stuff, I know, but hey, you wanted the sordid specifics. Happy now? I don't mind at all. I can lift a heavy load. You ever want me to bear a burden, go ahead. Less happy and more righteously annoyed, like you are, I suspect. I asked, you answered. There's something to be said for painful honesty. I don't mind. Perfectly happy. I don't mind you unloading your worries, Domino. I'm capable of helping you haul that emotional weight around if you need it. If what you need is a steady rock in an ocean, okay, I'm good with that. I can rock steady. Huh. You know what? I believe you. You've got this unwavering confidence in your eyes. I'm surprised he can see anything in this darkened corner of the warehouse, but let's have a working example, why not? Domino gestures to the neon cityscape, advertising pulsing into the night, office windows lit by late-night workaholics, window shades glowing, and evening lamps in apartments. It's quite a sight, to be honest. I have a terrible view from my crappy little apartment. Myself seeing it from up here is something else entirely. Tell me, what do you see? No wrong answers. Don't predict what you want me to hear. Just be honest and clear. What do you see? It's the city, doing city things. I'm amazed anybody actually sleeps given its perpetual active. A million different stories, each behind their own windows, neighbors, neighborhoods, one living place. Just the usual chaos and mayhem that comes with packing millions of people into a tiny concrete box. A window. Bruh. But pretty much it's the city doing city things. Well, I guess, yeah. A million different stories, each behind their own windows. I see everyone. All of us together. The city is a million stories from a million people, all hoping and reaching for their futures. I like to think of the city as one big neighborhood, even if it's not technically drawn up that way. We're all here in this space, alive and kicking. Very idealistic, and yeah, I like that. I really like that idea, the concept of being together in all this, even if I can't feel it. Domino takes a long breath, a deep sigh with a ragged edge to it.
What I see is madness. Right now, I'd bet dollars to donuts someone's getting mugged. Probably a couple simultaneous muggings if we're leaning on pure statistics. 101 domestic disputes are going down. Couples are worried when the next paycheck will come and whether it'll be enough to put food on the table. Living in this city is madness. It's a wonder it doesn't drive more people to despair. So, that's what's on my brain meats at the moment. The despair of the modern age. In that swirling miasma, L7 are more of a symptom than a cause. And as for the cure, hell if I know. Maybe there isn't one. Or maybe I should just get back down there and virtually punch more dudes. Maybe I should stop all this crybaby whining and worrying and get with the program. Right, Coach? Be a man? Go play the sports ball? What do you think?
I can barely scrape 2 thoughts together after getting buried under an avalanche of Domino's anxieties. But I want to say something that will help. I'm closer to Domino than many of the others on this team. He's a friend. If you need to duck out of the tournament, I'll understand as your friend. I want to support you, sound good? Domino, I care for you. I want you to be happy, and if playing these silly games isn't making you happy, we can leave together. I mean, yeah. Because who the fuck am I gonna play with? I mean, yeah, there's Rhapsody, but he also probably doesn't want to be alone. Domino, I know I haven't known you for long, but I can feel a connection. When you're hurting like you are now, I'm hurting as well. Maybe this isn't our night. Maybe we're not ready for this tournament. Nobody is going to hold it against us if we drop out of the running. You need to practice self-care above any team concerns. So if you want to leave, I'll come with you. You mean too much to me to force you down a path you're not comfortable with. Okay, maybe going too deep on this one. But he seems to sense I've run a little over budget on emotional currency and raises a hand to stop me. Nomura.
It's okay. I get it. And for what it's worth, well, maybe I feel the same way. If I'm capable of those feelings. I think I feel a bit better after hearing that. Knowing what you're willing to give up on my behalf. So, thanks. Thanks for reaching out. And thanks for letting me know you care.
Ooh. Maybe I'm not a joyous ball of sunshine right now, but giving up on conceding defeat to L7s of the world, I don't want to feel like giving up. I'm with you to the bitter end. This is important to me, important to all of us. He pulls away from his slouching, leaning against the wall, forcing himself to adopt a stern posture to fake a confidence until he can make it for real. I'm not giving up, are you? Nope.
What?
I'm sorry. Nope? Really? Where's your burning spirit? Where's the clenched fist around the throat of L7? If I'm going to take a firm stance against the inevitability of this messed up world, I'm afraid I'll need a bolder statement than that. So, I'm not giving up, are you? Frick no. I'm never giving
This
up.
can't possibly end badly.
And what shall we do about that, huh? Shall we go make this rotten world bend to our will? Yeah. Okay, once more into the breach, my friend. In the end, he was the one to cheer me up. Riding shotgun with Domino is proving to be a pretty bewildering experience so far, but I'm not complaining.
It has begun! Friends, it is time for the grand finals of Fist of Discomfort 2. Long have you battled, hard have you fought, and now your efforts have led you to Hamza's unyielding steel cage of death.
Nobody's going to die. He's exaggerating, probably.
For both the meager physical reward of a professional grade Fist of Discomfort 2 machine and the absolute glory of victory within the eyes of your peers. Hamza welcomes our final 2 teams to rise to this challenge and claim their destiny. Step forward. From L7 Gaming, 10-year veterans of the esports scene, Hamza presents to you Lance and Chad.
Boo! This will be like taking candy from a baby. I'm shocked they actually got this far, but even a broken clock is right 3 times a day, or something.
And from an up-and-coming team, a pair of rising stars, seeking to ascend the ziggurat of victory.
Domino and Nomura. Let's get this over with and be home in time for cornflakes. Oh, right now, I need a cool quote. Let's see. Hey, are folding chairs legal or illegal in this match? What about pile drivers? We're gonna hit you so hard, the impact goes back in time and kills your grandmother. Jesus Christ. Offers a handshake. No hard feelings, L7. May the best team win. I've got nothing to say to you two. Start the match, Hamza. I mean, yeah. No hard feelings. I want you two to know I bear you no ill will. May the best team win. Shake on it? Well, I tried.
Very well. Fighters, to your positions.
Oh boy, do we get to actually play this one? Both members of L7 brought their own joysticks, which they wired up to the game. Me, I start hooking up my keyboard. Domino is content to use the built-in joysticks, like a traditional arcade jockey might. And with that, all 4 of us are ready to sort of... At which I've done more research into L7's playstyle, so I knew how to counter it. With Team P2W, I knew Hunter's tricks and Koda's techniques. With these two, I'm going to have to assume they'll play aggressively, mixing up attacks and specials, probably launching their ultimate move early. They're angry. We'll use that against them.
And here we go.
Oh boy, we are gonna actually play. Ugh, I'm scared.
Fight.
Oh boy. Alright. So attacks and specials. So defense beats attacks and specials defeats. Okay, let's start off. Let's start off with the defense. Defense can go up, but unfortunately my enemy noticed me playing it slow and safe and unleashes a devastating special. Okay, so then your defense lost. Damn. Okay, they're clearly favoring attacks and specials. Too angry to properly defend. I can use that to my advantage. But also like to launch its ultimate attacks. Okay. Oh god. I should have saved. Oh, you're right. I should have saved. Can I save now, actually? Oh wait, I can. We'll say right here. Yeah. Oof. Okay, so he used a special. So then let's try using an attack as well. Aw, fuck.
That's just how things go, I guess.
Okay. Oh, they used their ultimate. Why would you use your ultimate right away? Okay. Then we'll use our ultimate as well. So then, we'll try using attack now. Yeah. Are they seriously never going to defend against a single thing? It's just attacks and specials, attacks and specials. Careful. If they finally get their wits together, they might start defending more. Stay focused. With a nod, I focus on the game, trying to predict their next move. So they used special, I think, before, so we'll use an attack. Yeah. Swiftly get to work taking out ninja minions on the way to lands, and then attack directly using Tomikaze's fist, interrupting what would have been a brutal special move. Your attack beats your special. Okay, good. They're still ahead of us. So then... God. Because they might use a special... maybe we'll defend this
What a
time.
miserable
Okay,
failure.
good.
Them, I mean, not us, to be specific.
Your defend beats their attack. You earn 150 points. Okay, cool. Now we're ahead. And last we reach the Sacred Dojo, the prize for the clan with the most honor. Honor being measured by points from punching people in the head. They've been largely predictable, but that ends now. Assume nothing and push through to victory. Damn. Okay. So... they might attack... Fuck. So I will use a special. Yes! The timing is tricky, but I managed to pull off a wicked special move. A sweeping energy kick right to the face of Lance. Your special beats her defend. Hooray! Okay, it literally doesn't matter which one they do now. So we did defense and they did a special, so then ours right now would be an attack.
Whoopsie, my fist fell into your face. How tragic.
Your attacks beat their special, you earn 160 points. Hooray! Score now 720 to 310.
You win.
Yay, we won!
Hooray! We punched people in a video game. Society approves of digital violence.
Yeah. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah. We won. We won. We did it. We beat L7 Gaming and won our own Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. No. No way. This isn't possible. You can't get a fluke win and call it success. You've got to be cheating. It's that stupid keyboard, isn't it? You've loaded it with macros or something. Dude, careful. We don't want to get P2W'd by them posting a video of you ranting. Damn it. No. Won't catch us in that trap. Take your damn win. It'll be the last one you ever have, and once the media's bored with patting themselves on the back, you'll be history. Come on, Chad. Let's ditch this stupid baby tournament for babies. What a bunch of sad old men. Telling them off changed nothing. Winning changed nothing. They're stuck in the same loop, repeating the same lies again and again. L7 Gaming is the past, stagnant and stubborn. Tokakade is the future, and I'm going to make that dream a reality.
Ha ha ha! Well fought, and well won. My friends, Hamza grants you this boon. Your own personal Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. May you play in good health, and with the good sportsmanship that won you this day.
Maybe I am a victory addict. Maybe I invested too much in beating L7 and proving I belong here. Would I feel dissatisfied if I lost to them? But that's as much introspection as I can manage. My adrenaline's rush, my rush of success. I can't be a realist while feeling this damn good. Beep boop. This is an intense identity situation. You can only pick a response that matches your top 2 personality traits. Okay. Thank you, Hamza. We will use this game to further build towards our future. I'm glad we could support your tournament. Please consider calling on Tokakade in the future. Let us crush a flagon of victory mead and sing song of the battles done this day. We came, we saw, we kicked their ass. Now we'll just thank them. Thank you, Hamza. Thanks for the opportunity to prove ourselves and for this wonderful gift. We'll do our best to build our skills and we'll be ready for your next tournament.
Of this, Hamza has no doubt. But be warned, this was but one step on your long climb towards destiny. Do not let the thorns of pride grow in your heart, as they have in L7. Fight every battle as if it were your last, with no presumption, no pretense. Fight with iron determination. Fight to your last breath. No doubt you will face hardship on the road to glory. In your darkest hour, remember this day. And remember Hamza, who believes in you. But for now, please vacate the premises, as the remaining games need to be relocated before the building is demolished. Thank you.
He said, you got what you want, get out. Hamza sure knows how to make an entrance, but his exit leaves a little more to be desired. I think we're getting kicked out. Guess we should go home. It's been a weird night.
What if...
Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's good to embrace the weirdness and just run with it. See where it takes us. Win or lose, I know one thing for sure. You're going to shake this little gaggle of weirdos to the core. And that's a positive. I've got faith that no matter what, we're headed somewhere interesting. Thanks for your faith, Domino.
Color me pleasantly surprised.
You might not be thanking me for that if interesting becomes harrowing, but you know what? I'm gonna be optimistic for a change. A change. A change. I like that word. At least I like it tonight. You know, I don't think you're yet aware of what an impact you've made on our little group, and hopefully the impact we're making on you in turn. This is more about than the Pro Tour. More than your ambitions, it's about us, holding it together. Together. You said together twice. I know. My point is, well, I'm glad I could count on you as a friend, and if you ever need someone to pick you up when you collapse, hey, you could do worse than me. And I'd like to think you do the same for me. Okay, enough trust and bonding. I need to get home, catch a few hours of sleep before morning shift on my crappy job kicks in. I'm about to move to join him when a buzz in my pocket grabs my attention. I'll be out of here in a minute. Sleep well. I might, actually. I just might. Huh. I've been laser focused on my Pro Tour ambitions, but along the way I'm starting to really get involved with these people, aren't I? And despite only knowing them for a short time, well, maybe I do have a right to call them friends. Something to ponder after wrapping things up here, that is. The building's shutting down for the night, but I can spare a moment to thumb through my phone and see why it's buzzing so insistently.
Hey, listen.
Namora, this is big. This is really big. Pizza Yums are super happy with tonight's results. Pizza Yums wants to fund a team house. If we can find something that fits within their budget, we can get the whole team living and practicing together under around the clock.
Hooray!
Wouldn't that be amazing? You don't say. It's got promise, a lot of promise. All the major esports organizations have team houses. Team P2W has a giant penthouse condo even. I'm also investigating other events we could join, using the sponsors' funding for travel and hotels. There's just so many possibilities.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so glad I could help you manage his team as your digital assistant. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. For now, you should get home and rest. Iris, offline. This is what I wanted. This is what I craved. Professional gaming as my life's calling. Domino was right. I'm shaking things up. I'm making this happen. With renewed spirits, I stroll down the lane of dusty old arcade games of this rapidly empty warehouse to finally make my way home. And pause, stopping in my tracks. And that's when Freddy Fazbear and the gang just starts attacking. The exit's in sight. I can see it from here, despite being tangled up in the maze of arcade games, despite the occasional glow of a pixel-smeared screen. I need to leave. They're wrapping up the event. I have to go now. But my hand is resting on a joystick for some reason. A glowing blue joystick. Oh no, not again. Huh? What's this game? I still don't know much of anything about the arcade scene, so I couldn't say if this game was obscure or popular. I've never seen it before. And yet, I want to play it. I can't deny that I want to try playing it. I can't pull my hand off the glowing blue metallic joystick. I won't. I won't pull it off. Yes, that's right. Surely I could sneak one game in before Hamza's assistant insists I leave. Surely I could. I could play the game. Play the game. Oh my god. Play the game, 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 play the game. Goddamn. My fingers reach for the start button to fire up the game. Polybius. Oh boy. It's the thing that the last game was looking for. Polybius. 1980X Senelus Gen. Game start. What the? Where did the warehouse go? What is this place? No. I'm still standing there, gripping that burning hot joystick. But I'm also here. Whatever here is. Panic starts crawling up my spine from this weird dislocated feeling. A panic that seems almost alive. And that's when a figure emerges from the distorted digital shadows that form this place. A figure that looks like me. And little by little it mirrors my shape, my movements, my mind. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Oh boy. Ooh, that's creepy. Oh hell no. You play me and I'll play you, and you play me and I'll play you. Identity identifier system online. You play me and I'll play you, scamming target you. And you play me and I'll target lock play you. And you play me and I'll play you, and you play... But while I stare in open mouth horror, it smiles. It's smiling so confidently. The crown can be yours if you kneel and accept that the crown can you must keep winning be yours if you kneel and accept never stumble and fall that the crown can be yours or they'll see the real you if you kneel and accept. Oops, didn't mean to click that. Return to the game. With jerking, glitchy motions, the shade reaches for me, grasping. It's already read me. Parsed my fears, digging deep through the joystick, my hand still grips in the real world. But now it wants more. It wants everything, and it wants me to surrender to that need. My arm tingles as it starts flowing the other way, pushing me instead of pulling me. Oh. Damn. And that's when someone tackles me sideways, pulling me forcefully away from the grip of Polybius. Damn. It's the mimic from Lethal Company. Get the stop sign. What? Shh. They're coming. Dazed and confused, the palm of my left hand still tingling from where it touched that joystick, Locksley easily pulls me into the shadows. Hidden from view as someone calmly approaches the strange arcade game. Oh great, it's her, from the last game. Confirmed, there's a Polybius instance here. Activate containment protocols. She pauses, one hand to her earpiece as she peers around the darkened warehouse through her sunglasses, but sees nothing other than Hamza's assistants in the distance finishing up their work. Negative. No psychological contamination incidents. Seems the game went unnoticed and unplayed. Basic containment procedure will be suffice. Soon two similarly dressed men in black arrive with a cargo dolly and a black tarp, concealing the game and silently rolling it out of the building. Finally, I manage to breathe properly and Locksley loosens his grip on me.
Most unfortunate.
Damn them. If only I found it sooner. What? What the hell is going on? Locksley, what was that thing? Who were those people? And when did you get here? You said you couldn't come to the event. You were too busy and... My brain's spinning in, like 11 directions at once. Here, my hand hurts and I'm having trouble putting together any coherent thoughts.
I offer my sincere apologies.
Apologies. I hadn't intended to involve you in this. And what is this, exactly? A complicated situation, one I would strongly recommend not digging into any deeper. You were victorious this night, yes? Focus instead on your game of choice and your conquests. Worry not about the other matters.
Uncertainty abounds.
It'd be best if you forgot about this strange little encounter. If at all possible, please trust me on this, my friend. Frick that. I want some answers. What the hell is going on? Oh sure, I'll just forget the spooky government agents carted away a game that turned my brain into oatmeal. Fine, my head hurts and I need to go home and sleep, but we are going to talk about this later. I do trust you. That's not the problem. I'm just worried something dangerous is going down here. Yeah, no. It was weird. Oh, okay. If you say I should forget all about it, heck, who am I to argue? I'll just smash my head into the wall until the memories leak out. Creepy weirdos in black suits, an arcade game that somehow dug directly into my brain. Sure, I can pull all that behind me. Or you can tell me what the frick is going on. That'd work too.
An unpleasant business, this.
With that, I could provide you answers. I could, but it's not my place to make that decision. So be it. If you wish to pursue this, I'll consult with my allies to see what I can reveal. I strongly suggest you ignore the incident, but your will is your own. Pardon me, I must report my failure. Such troublesome matters. He tugs his hood up to avoid anyone's gaze as he slings his way towards, well, I don't know, some dark corner? A hidden entrance? However he got in the building to begin with. It's a cult. Oh no. Maybe he's right. Maybe I should let that go. My dreams are one of victory, a fist of discomfort, triumph, not getting into whatever this is. I have no idea what that thing was or what it was trying to do to me. It feels bigger than I can deal with right now, way above my pay grade. So at least for tonight, perhaps I need to refocus what I truly care for. My path lies along the Pro Tour, the year-long road to the ultimate battle. What else it may lead me, I don't know, but the only certainty is that I'm ready to fight, and the next step is to bring Tookacade together under one roof so we can truly fight as one, while putting whatever that was far, far behind me. Level complete! You've cleared level 2 of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Victory! And I got an achievement. Hooray! I beat the level. Let's take a look at your scores. Domino's opening up to you. Not bad. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, who scored 16,900 points. Nice. Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Would you like to change your personal metadata at this time? Name, pronouns, and so on? No, I'm good. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 3? Yes, it's save the game. And that was something. Loxley is deaf Peter Pan. Kinda. I see him more as like Robin Hood. Cause like, so the whole, like when we first bumped into him, he was playing Crane Games. And he took out like the plushes, but he threw them back in. And all that. He's definitely a good person to some degree, but also a very mysterious one. He also kind of looks like Lynx. But yeah, no, it's getting spicy. And that was a lot. Alright, I am gonna end stream here. So thank you so much for watching and joining me on this weird tournament night. Take care, have a good one, and see you in the next stream. Goodbye!